Hello you beautiful people and welcome to today's video. Today I have a tiny little sketchbook tour for you with the sketchbook way slower than... Hello, editing noobsy here. I meant to say faster, but my brain's just very special. Okay, enjoy the video. And the usual ones I have, but this is a kind of special one in terms of what I use it for, because before I just have taken my usual sketchbook sketchbook to work and outside and just sketched in it, but I figured I put a lot of very personal stuff into my sketchbook, and also sometimes a bit of nudity and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes I take my sketchbooks to my family, and there are small kids and stuff, and maybe they want to look around in my sketchbook, and so I don't have any controversial or strange stuff in it. I just have this safe one for when I go and visit someone or when I go to work and stuff like that, so no one can see kind of personal stuff. And or like when I do post studies or when I draw like girls. And so what I did with this landscape sketchbook is I put it like this. So this is the bag usually, and I used it like a pad, like a paper pad, and just flipped over the pages to the bag and have it like this. So I have a little bit of decoration, so there's not that much of empty space for you to look at. So let's see. You can't see it, it's mentioned here. I filled it from the 9th of September to the 16th of September, and this was when one of my last work weeks. And here we have at the old company. Here we have my character Prescott, just some expressions I drew with fine liner and regular mechanical pencil. Here are some random characters. I don't really know. I think this is supposed to be a character of mine when she's older, but I don't know if I had that in mind when I drew her. And here are some sketches for kind of fantasy species. I don't really use it. I just had the idea to make this design, so I drew it. Here are just some regular ballpoint pen sketches. I usually don't really like using ballpoint pens because I don't have that much control over them. I don't know why. I kind of want to get better with them, but it's kind of a strange feeling for me to use them because they're in between other pens I use. They're not obviously no pencil, and they're not a regular fine liner. The ink in a ballpoint pen is something that's kind of special. Kind of not like other art supplies, so I'm kind of bad with them. I feel like oh yeah, this was the first attempt that I did not finish, where I tried to draw my character from Stardew Valley. If you don't know, I have a gaming channel where I play Stardew Valley. It's in German, unfortunately. For all the people who only speak English, I'm very sorry. Or who don't speak German. I made this channel so I just for fun. I wanted to kind of preserve my gaming, if that makes any sense. I just wanted to have some fun, and so it was way easier for me to talk in my mother tongue. And so this gaming channel is German, but if you are interested, I can link it down below maybe, or I can put the name up on screen. I don't know yet. So yeah, this is my Stardew Valley character again with her chickens. I really like the chicken in Stardew Valley. They are so adorable and they make these very cute noises when you talk to them. It's very adorable. And here she is again with her cat, which I named Quark because my character is named Kartoffel, which means potato in German. And yeah, more of this character. And here's a chicken, and here's my character Milo, just randomly sketched next to the character sketches. Alright. Okay, yeah, here are some more practices with the ballpoint pen. And this is my character Lillian, and this is my character Marta. And I don't really know what happened here because the eyes for her are way too... Sometimes it just happens if you just sketch. The eyes are very close together in the middle, and I don't like that. I like her looking like this. And here I tried to draw like a more realistic approach of a person. I don't know, but I did not finish her hair unfortunately because I did not have much more time to sketch at work, so I just left it there. And later on I wrote here, I declare this blank space as filled, because my wife pointed out that this was an empty space and this cannot happen. So I just wrote that there. I don't really give much of a dang about anything about these sketchbook in these sketchbooks when I just doodle on the go. These are just really to keep my hand busy. Like when I have a phone call at work, I just can doodle a little bit, or in a meeting or stuff like that. So, or when I just don't really have much to do. It was a problem at the old job sometimes. So yeah, sometimes, or in my lunch break, I like to doodle a lot, and yeah, or before work when I'm too early. So I just can doodle a bit without caring like how it looks and of correct anatomy, which I want to practice, don't get me wrong. But I just can doodle in this one. I don't have to color anything if I don't want to. I just don't care. It's just a little doodle book for me. It's my messy sketchbook. I think Friend Nerd calls it her ugly sketchbook. She has a sketchbook that's pretty with gouache and real cool illustrations and stuff like that. And then she has this very messy. No, it's not messy. She has very clean lines, but like not that refined sketchbook, which she calls her ugly sketchbook. I don't think it's ugly, but I think it's great to have one. I think it's great to have a sketchbook where you are just being loose and stuff like that. And I want to implement that more into my regular sketchbook that I have at home, and that I just can doodle whatever in it. And I really love to make little illustrations into my sketchbooks, but I also started to enjoy drawing straight in pen, and these drawings are like not that refined, and these drawings are just a lot looser, and I really start to enjoy that. That's all I want to say. I'm sorry, I am rambling again. So I drew this one. I first sketched it in pencil, but I later erased the pencil lines because they were not what I wanted. So I then loosely drew the outlines with a fountain pen that has like just a regular fountain pen that you use for school, stuff like that. We have a lot of those. Just sometimes you just buy a little fountain pen, and it has this pink violet ink in it, and I made the outlines with that one. Again with this one, again it's my character from Stardew Valley. I don't know if you can see, but I did not care to erase the pencil marks on that one. And oh yeah, oh my babies. So alright, this idea for a comic is as old as time. I have had I've had it since like 10 years, 11 years, but I never came around to draw it because I did not feel like my abilities as an artist were strong enough to do this idea justice because it's so dear to me. And I one day probably maybe will be able to do it, but I don't know yet. And these are characters from this old idea that I kind of revamped here and drew in my new style and with my new improved knowledge of art that has significantly improved since 10 years ago, if I might say so myself. Oh yeah, okay. Here we were visiting my mom and dad, and we were sitting in the garden, and I was drawing some flowers that was standing there, and also our dog who was freshly shaved when we got there. Alright. Oh yeah, I found a really thin pen when I visited my parents because I went through my old school stuff and there were a lot of pens in there too. And I found this gel pen that was very, very, I think it's a 0.4 metal tip kind of thing. And I really enjoyed using that one. And then it ran out of ink because it's like, I don't know, 15 years old or something like that. So, but my wife rescued me because she had one of those Pilot C-Tag pens in 0.4, and then I got that one, and I developed a real obsession with this kind of thin pens because it's a lot of fun to draw with them because they're so sketchy and they have this I don't know, you just feel the paper when you slide across it with the pen. It's kind of fun. Yeah, and these were just some sketches I made with this old. Oh, I overlooked one page. So this was too at my parents' when I went through my old school stuff. I tested some pens that were in the box, and this one is unrelated. I just took this page to test the pens because I had a lot of space on this side. So all the pens that I did not want and that did still work and that looked good, I gave to my mom because she wants to keep them in case the kids visit her. Like we have a lot of small kids in our I don't know if how you say it in English. Like, we know a lot of families who have smaller children and they love to draw, and when they visit my parents they can use my old pens. So yeah, this page was already discussed. I just need to be able to flip it. Oh yeah, I think this too was with the old pen that eventually ran out of ink. And I really like hatching. Can you tell that I like hatching? So this is the last page. I just slapped this onto there because it was my last day at the old job, and I was like, I was a bit nostalgic, and it was kind of a strange feeling to leave after all these years. So I drew this. Oh yeah, I remember this now because I didn't want to fill this page because I tested some pens on it before I started using this sketchbook. So my wife was so kind to draw this on there with a little glitter pen. I don't know if you can even see it, but yeah. Yeah, that was the sketchbook. I told you it was kind of a short one. I did not have that much to say. I don't even know what kind of brand this was. I think it could be Konsumpapier, but I'm not sure. So that was that for today. It's a little short video. I hope you like it. And yeah, What did I want to say? Oh yeah, if you like what I do, you can follow me here or on Instagram or Twitter or the newly discovered app Artfol. So if you want to do that, feel free to do so. This is all for me today. I don't know how to end videos. It's hard for me to do. And we see each other next time. And until we see each other, please do something that makes you happy. Bye!